Do you think John McCain is not a hero because he was captured?
I have a great deal of respect for John McCain.
Do you think he went too far?
You could say yes. That's okay. On that one, you could say yes. I mean, yeah, that's fine.
That 60 Minutes interview with Donald Trump and his new running mate, Indiana Governor Mike Pence, as we continue to watch the live event underway on the floor of the Q Center here in Cleveland, a few hundred feet behind me. Pence, of course, a man with whom Trump says he has, quote, very, very good chemistry. Trump looking for a strong bounce out of Cleveland after his campaign got some poor marks for the way they rolled out their vice presidential candidate. Most national polls show Trump still lagging behind Clinton. Here's a look at a handful of those polls. I want to bring in Hugh Hewitt, host of the Hugh Hewitt Show, also an MSNBC political analyst. Ken Blackwell, former Ohio Secretary of State, previously advised the anti-Trump Our Principles PAC, also a former Dallas Cowboys. We won't have time to get to all that. Hugh, let me start with you. The interview last night with Mike Pence and Donald Trump. How would you characterize that?
It doesn't matter what Donald's allocation of time is, and it doesn't matter what Mike's allocation of time is, because the campaign is about Donald Trump. Mike Pence gave a great speech in Indiana. I love Mike Pence. Mike Pence is me. He's 59, I'm 60. He's a lawyer from Indiana. I'm a lawyer from Michigan. I grew up here in the land in Neo. He grew up in Indiana. He's a conservative. He's a perfect pick for the party, and it doesn't matter how much time he has. It matters that it says to me and to Ken and to everyone else in the party that Donald Trump will govern as a conservative. It was a perfect pick.
Ken, I want to call your attention. I'm sure you've already seen this. The Columbus Dispatch, the paper of record there in the Capitol, not backing Trump with any enthusiasm. They put out some information today. More than 1 in 5, 22%, said in a Dispatch survey they will not vote for Trump. Another 44% said they would not. They would vote for Trump, but not actively work on behalf of his campaign. Fewer than 3/4 of Ohio GOP delegates say that Trump will win in November. Perhaps even more stunning, 85% said that Trump was not the best candidate to lead. Is that what you're hearing? Is that what you're saying?
Well, no. You know, I spent a lot of time with coal miners, dock workers, longshoremen. I spent a lot of time with small business owners, and basically they are dissatisfied with the status quo. They want a disruptor. And I think that what you're going to see is that more and more folks are going to go and move in that direction. I also saw the balancing of a ticket between Ronald Reagan and George Bush. So this balancing out.
You think Reagan-Bush is akin to Trump-Pence?
I think that in terms of balancing out philosophies and giving the comprehensiveness to the ticket, yes, I do.
Hugh, in light of what's happened in this country over the past few weeks, the shooting in Dallas, the police shooting in Baton Rouge as well yesterday, the protests, social unrest. Now you've got Donald Trump insisting that he is the law and order candidate. You worked for a law and order candidate, Richard Nixon, although it was when he was already out of the White House. He's someone who himself painted himself as a law and order candidate. Similarities between Trump, similarities between he and Nixon?
Well, the 68 strategy, the law and order strategy, the Southern strategy was absolutely predicated on bringing race into the equation and winning the South. That is not the Trump candidacy. Trump's candidacy is on bringing on, only half of America votes. He wants 60% of America to vote. He got 1 million Democrats in Trumbull and Mahoning County. I'm from Trumbull County, from Warren. He got 1 million Democrats to re-register as Republican. Ken Blackwell would have been governor of Ohio if that had happened in 2006, which was a bad year when he ran for governor. It was a terrible year for Republican. But Trump is appealing to people who don't participate in the system to come back into the system. He can pull that off. And so it's not 1968, but law and order is a message that has a completely different context now. It's safety, as opposed to elites and Southern strategy. This is a safety issue, and I think it resonates.
Yeah, I do too. Mothers, your fathers, everybody wants to feel safe, not only in their neighborhood, but outside of their neighborhood. And there is a sense of unease, and what they're looking for is strength. And I think President Obama's quote that he was leading from behind is something that will come back and bite Hillary Clinton, because she was part of that effort. Trump, loving my liking, is a strong leader, and he leads going forward, leaning into the action. And I think that's going to make a difference with a lot Blackwell, Hugh Hewitt, Ken Blackwell, big thanks to both of you. I wish we had more time. I did want to get your take on the Kasich stuff this morning, but we ran out of time. Hugh Hewitt, Ken Blackwell, we'll be seeing lots of you in the next few days.